Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. Today we're in the JF-17 and we're looking at air-to-air gunnery. Now this comes with a twin-barreled 23mm cannon. To be honest, we've not actually found it much of an air-to-air cannon. You guys may disagree. To use it and use it properly, we need to be in dogfight mode. Ever so quickly show the controls to get into dogfight mode. It's that. To fire the cannon, it's that. And change the dogfight. Radar searches, we've got bore sight, HUD, and vertical scan. First we'll show using the gun in air-to-air without radar, then we'll show with radar. Put it on dogfight mode.
Lock.
First of all, we need to activate the gun. We press gun here, wait for it to stop flashing, and it will be activated. You can see we've got a reticle there already. Next we're going to press feed to feed the gun. We can only do this 3 times in total. If it jams at some point, press feed again. Once it stops flashing, it's fed. There's the amount of rounds, 180 rounds. Here we have some options. We've got the gun selected currently there. Here is a limiter. That is the burst length limiter. Do we want to limit the burst length to 0.2 seconds, 0.5 seconds, or off? We're going to turn it off. Here is the gun sight that we want to use. We've got LCOS, SSLC, and SS. Let's look at SS first. This is a basic inertial gun snake, as I'd like to call it. Just going to turn my radar off because I do not want a radar lock. So, the cross in the middle of the screen is where the gun is actually aiming. The snake is where the bullets will go as they travel further in distance and time. These markers here represent a certain distance along the bullet travel. However, the manual very helpfully does not actually tell us what those distances are. Next, we're going to have LCOS. LCOS is again an inertial driven unit, can be tallied up with radar, as we'll see in a bit. Currently it's not tallied up with radar, so all it's showing is if I fire the gun at a certain point, the gun is aiming there and the bullets will be at that point in the middle of the reticle after a certain distance. Again, we're not told what our distance is, so it doesn't actually mean a lot. Next is SSLC, and that is simply both of them put together. So we've got the snake and we've got the LCOS together. Now to go down and shoot one of these aerial targets that we've got around here without radar track is going to be extremely difficult, and I'm not even going to bother trying. So the next thing we're going to do is turn our radar back on, go to bore sight, and go and get a radar track and show the difference.
Lock.
Right, so I have a radar track on this guy here, and I'm going to quickly talk through the symbology. The range is 2.7 nautical miles. The closure rate is that. In knots, he is 3 degrees left of bore sight. Also, we've got some more information on our reticle here. So this reticle now has a real purpose. Because we know the distance of the hostile, what we've got to do is position this reticle here over the hostile, like that. So I'm not going to be able to do it because we're actually too far away from the gun sight. But what I've got to do is position this reticle here over the target, and that will automatically compute for lead and distance, and it will hit him. Also, we have some ranging and closure information here. If we see the little triangle on the outside of the spikes, each spike represents 200 feet per second of closure rate. So he's currently closing at 200 feet per second, 400, 600, 800. Also, we've got a range counter, and we'll see this bar here, the circular bar, counting down once we get below about 3/4 of a nautical mile. As it counts down all the way to there, it's counting down to 0, and that will be showing us the range. We suggest firing only when the counter has counted all the way down to about half and to about quarter, or maybe slightly less. So let's get closer first of all. Once we get to about 0.7 miles, you'll see the range counter starting to count down. The range counter, each spike on the outside with relevance to the range counter means 400 feet of distance from us to the target. So that's 400 feet down, another 400 feet down, another 400 feet down, and so on. And all we've got to do is hold the pipper over the target like that. So the pipper there is over the target, and you should be able to fire and hit. I think I'm going to give him a quick pop. So let's get over here. Got him! Pow! Oh, I'll take it back. Maybe it is an accurate system. Let me go and get this guy here now. So, same thing. Oh, he's evading. Whoops, missed. So he's going evasive. I've got to chase him. Try and get my pipper on him. Missed. Let's get a bit too far away now, so I'm going to try and reel him back in. Let's have him. And we've taken him down. So, I find it difficult to use in air-to-air combat. Let me know and see what you guys think. Maybe it's just me and stupid. That's all I've got to show on the gun. I hope that helps, and see you later.